every corner steep. Flesh is blind, but instincts roar through the fire. Who's keeping score? Eyes on the screen, hearts in the game. One wrong move and it's never the same. Who will be top of their class? Will they rise or will they crash? First the hard point, second the grind. Control the map, control the mind. Control the mind.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another wonderful cast here. We are joined up in the Havoc Elite League. We got two Havoc teams taking on each other, and believe you not, this match has beef going into it as two players that used to be on each other's teams. It's two for each side. So there's two players on Omega and two players on Era. They both used to play with each other, so there is some beef going back and forth, some joshing going back and forth as well. A very interesting matchup holistically. And one of those maps that you think on paper should be on the side of Omega, but paper is one thing, action is another. As we go ahead and look over that that map set that we're going to see tonight, it is going to be an interesting one for sure. As we get the map set in, it's going to be a vault hardpoint to start us off. Then we go to a red card search and destroy, which you don't see played very often. Map number 3, protocol control. If we get map 4 and map 5, it's going to go the distance. It's going to be skyline hardpoint and dealership S&D for that map 4 and 5. So definitely an interesting one here tonight. Playoff implications. We got number 3 and number 6, I do believe, in the league playing each other tonight. So whoever wins this is going to be going up against Team Skills in the next round, as Team Skills knocked out the number 2 ranked team, New Jersey C9, in their last matchup. So definitely a good team that they're going to be playing over on the other side. If one of these, whichever team does continue on with this one, will we see another upset tonight, or will it be the tried and true of Omega taking care of business as usual? We'll see what happens when we get into this match. And guys, it's been one of those things that we've had some interesting things happen here in the league holistically. So I just want to take a second and talk about what has been going on in the league as well. So just give me some of your attention here, if you don't mind, chat. I do appreciate you. If you're locked into the stream, thank you, Zombie. Gave me the bits. We do appreciate you as always. And, you know, one of the things we do have to address here first was what happened last night in that matchup. So the findings that the league did and myself, I was kind of the lead of it as being an admin as well in the league. So we want to make sure that this is a fair and even league across the board. So we're just trying to make sure that this works out for everybody holistically and no one really gets screwed over. This is what we like to do. It's what we abide, like as admin, this is what we kind of work for and work towards to make sure that every team has equal opportunity. And it did look like, not going to lie, it did kind of look like we were favoring the Havoc team there. It was not that. If it was a Havoc team doing that, we would have done this exact same thing, ladies and gentlemen. So it's just one of those things that we have to figure out holistically as an organization. And, for me, I didn't know what to think. I was just a caster at the end of the day, not really sure what I was seeing. I did have some plays where I was like kind of questioning it, going back into it, watching the VOD over, because as a caster, you always want to be better. You want to make sure you catch those little things sometimes, whatever may happen on the map. And, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an interesting one here in the league. And so with that decision last night, Infamous Thieves gets kicked out of the bracket because of hacks being added into one of the players named Decently. So the map will be FF'd and the match before that will be FF'd as well. So Amplify will be playing Havoc Elite Phantoms in this next matchup. It's going to be in the next couple weeks, probably be on this stream. So make sure you stay tuned for that update when it does come out. So thank you guys for saying the go. I do appreciate you, man. Coming in huge as always. But, we did have a long, drawn-out kind of stream because we were trying to figure out stuff back and forth with each team. I know you really couldn't hear it on the stream, but there was a lot of, name calling. I was getting yelled at. Like, it was not fun, bro. It was not fun to deal with, to be honest with you. But it is something we had to deal with. And I won't go into any more detail than that, but that was what the outcome of that matchup was. I know you probably, if you're in the league, you probably saw it in announcements and everything like that. If you haven't, go check the announcements tab. It's there for you. All the information you need to know and what we did find on his PC. So thank you guys for that little, spiel that I had to give there as well, guys. The spiel that I always give. If you guys want to go ask the team's questions tonight, make sure you do so. We're going to have a link for you posted in that chat at the bottom there. And it's only $1 to give over a question for one of the sides here. Whoever does take the win eventually here. And, we'll ask your question for you so you don't have to. But make sure you go ahead and do that as well, guys. If you haven't yet, go and follow the YouTube channel. Trying to, bleed some over there. We have about, I think, 18 followers right now. We're trying to get monetized over there as well. We need 500 followers for that. So we do appreciate you if you go ahead and join up onto the YouTube over there as well. And we were a couple days ago, we were at 300 and now we're at almost 340. So if some of you guys just go over there, we do appreciate for the follow. As always, thank you, and ladies and gentlemen, for allowing me to have the casting career that I've had so far. I do appreciate you. We should be getting started here in about 7-8 minutes. So we will see when that matchup starts. Thinking about the matchup holistically, it will be an interesting one for sure. As, we go into this, we think that Omega could be a potential 3-0 threat here for the side of Era. But Era coming in with a brand new team, a new AR duo, as well as, holistically, the mentality over there at Era has changed a little bit. You see their logo, the Honey Badgers. They know that they might get beat up on, but they're going to fight no matter what. And that's definitely the motto this team lives by. Fight no matter what. We might get knocked down, but can we get put back up? And, huge one coming in. Glue getting the gifted as well. W in the chats over here for Dink. We do appreciate you, man. As always, my casting duo. I love to see it when they come in for love, brother. I do appreciate you as always, Dink. Thank you very much, man. And, going back into this matchup for the side of Omega, just keeping consistent here all the way through. Can you keep it consistent? Can you, thank you for the follow. Jeez, we are getting some good follows now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate you coming in for the follows as well. Is there, for the side of Omega, like I was saying here, you just got to keep consistent, stay tried and true, keep doing what got you here, that third ranked team. Keep doing that, and you'll continue to fry out as we will see a very, very hot Omega team. These guys do not like Era, and they want they want to stomp these guys holistically. Talking to the teams, I caught up with a couple of the players earlier today, and I guess there's some more beef like brewing behind the scenes that I didn't even know about. And I love it when there's beef. That's all I gotta say, because you're gonna get the best out of both teams. And yeah, Glue in the chat. That's a W. W Glue. W Glue, one of the guys that got me into casting. If it wasn't for that, man, I would not be doing this, bro. He's the one that gave me the first Discord to go up and join. I do appreciate him as always. Glue is the W man, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Glue is in the chat. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. Production telling me to move up the camera a little bit. Sorry, guys. Can't see my beautiful face. As, this matchup, we're about 5 minutes out. Make sure you go ahead and grab a drink, something to eat, whatever you're feeling, man. It's some late night COD, and we're here for the action. As I am not sure what to predict this one, as it is a grudge match. Like I said in the chat, in the court as well. This is a hot grudge match that could go either way tonight. Because when we get a grudge match, there's some teams that falter in those grudge matches. But then again, will the firepower of Omega come out and show these Era boys what it is to be a number 3 team in the league? That is the question. Seriously, he's like the guy that like put me on casting, basically. Well, it's a little bit of Dre. Dre like molded me, and he put me in the right position to get into a casting spot for a league. So like, all love goes out to Glue and Dre behind the scenes. These guys are big W mins over here, brother. I ain't gonna lie. But is there any questions the chat's got for me for tonight's matchups? Oh, Dink saying I'm all in for Omega. That is a huge notification coming in. Now you know how another caster's kind of feeling. I'm not really sure how to split this one. It's a very on paper, definitely Omega. But we also said on paper, New Jersey C9 should have won their match, and they didn't. So what's going to happen here? We'll see. As the two new players for the side of Era are going to be Exotics and Light. Light is Wicked. My bad. Sorry. There's like 2 lights. Light is Wicked. Light is Wicked is going to be in this one as well. Thank you, Glue. Huge W out of Glue. He hasn't been in the chat for a while since we hit 300 followers, ladies and gentlemen. Now he gets to see what has become a reality for myself as well. We've been casting for a lot of different leagues, guys. XP, Zoned Out, EWG, this one, that one, the other one. We've been casting for the comp series as well, which is something that is Probably going to happen tomorrow. I will be on the comp stage tomorrow. I think I'm going to be on main stage over there. Ultra versus Omega in G finals is what Dink is saying. I don't know about that, brother. You still got to play Phantoms probably. We'll see what happens with that Amplify Phantoms match, but you potentially got to play Phantoms. And I think I love Shady. Don't get me wrong. Shady's probably in the chat. He's going to hear this. But I feel like Envy is going to little bro Shady. I'm not even going to lie to you. Yo, Jinx in the chat as well. Hopefully those boys over there going to watch party in the Havoc League. If you haven't yet, make sure you go join up into that watch party over there in the Havoc League. Jinx is cheering for Era? There's no way, bro. Get out of here, dude. There is actually no way you're cheering for Era right now. We're going to look into the chats. We have Era in their chat. We're just waiting for Omega to get fully loaded in as they are getting loaded in now too. So we're going to get the code in here in just a couple seconds. Shady, you're not catching strafes, bro. It's just, I don't know, man. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yo, I believe he's like MVP caliber. I really do. But think about, I'm going to say this nicely, bro. I'm just going to say this nicely. What top tier competition has he played yet in the league? Yeah, don't forget to vote channel points as you saw the caps lock going out from Dre. Bet your channel points. We don't have Zernak in the chat tonight. He's usually the usual suspect voting in like a ton of channel points, brother, because he's going to be playing tonight. Nah. Nah, Zombie, don't talk to Shady like that. That's crazy, bro. Shady's the GOAT. Love that guy. He's funny too, bro. Every interview I've had with Shady, it's like been, top tier interview. I'm not going to lie. He said, I got 2K on Omega. All right, now. We're voting fat, man. I've played sandbaggers and cheaters. I have experience. All right. He's not wrong about that, ladies and gentlemen. If you heard what happened last night, I won't go over too much again, but we did find cheats on one of the players of Infamous Thieves last night after the match. So that match is going to get reversed. If you were in here saying he wasn't cheating and you're in here right now, you need to apologize to everyone that said he was. I think Lights was one of them. You need to apologize to that man right now. Yo, that's crazy, calm. As we are just waiting for the code, ladies and gentlemen. Give us just a second. Oh, code is out. So we will be getting the code here in a couple seconds, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going live into this matchup Good boys. Hey man, at least you guys know when you're wrong. You know what I mean? Oh my god, this this Omega team is crack. What is going on right now? Oh no, 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 man. Oh no. He said justice for decently is wild, bro. Omega gonna be an interesting team here tonight. They're gonna be your team number one. Team number two is gonna be the side of Era. We're gonna see how they play against the pressure of Omega, because oh my goodness, if you look at this Omega side that I'm seeing right now, a definite God squad over here from the Havoc League teams. Got some old faces. We got some old heads from the Havoc League in the lobby tonight. So just expect a matchup. This might be a quick one here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what happens, but for the side of Era, we're gonna have Dilo, Exotics, Light is Wicked, and Patriot. And for the side of Omega, it's gonna be Nimble, Zernak, Lurk, and Saint. He said, "Fuck that kid and his whole family tree is wild, my boy. Is wild." We're starting on a vault hardpoint here, so let's throw up that map set real quick to just refresh you guys. We are gonna be seeing a vault hardpoint map number 1, and then we'll be headed into a red card search and destroy. Interesting pick out here. Then protocol control. Then if we head to map 4 and map number 5, we're going to see a skyline hardpoint and a dealership S&D. Let's see how we fare tonight. As we are about to get it locked in, ladies and gentlemen. We have everyone joined up into the lobby, just waiting for ours to go out. And you better believe you gotta lock into this match. Go grab a drink. Go grab some popcorn, man, because this match gonna get heated here. They're not already typing in the game chat. Let's see what he said. Let's see what he said. Let's see what he said, Dre. Let's see what he said. Oh. Oh, we're catching strafes. Yeah, the map set is kind of awful. I'll agree with that. He's telling Snorlax to dip. Wait, why is Snorlax even in caster? Is he in their chat? I'm gonna tweak if he's in their chat. Yeah, I'm about to. All right, he's not in their chat, so that's fine. But Omega has left their chat as well, so we'll see what happens here. As it does look like. Yeah, it is Group B. You are correct, my sir. All right, now we're getting a little jawing back and forth, guys. I love this. This is how you know this matchup is a little heated on the exchanges here. Okay. Nah, this is like I think this is only round 2, brother. There was a lot of stuff that happened. If you're an A group player, I'll explain it a little bit more because it's gonna go back into it. If you just joined up, I'll let you know. I guess last night I casted a match for Infamous Thieves versus Havoc Elite Phantoms. there was a player that was caught with hacks in the game. So yeah, it was not good. Nope, you didn't miss it, Noctra. You're good, brother. We're just getting started here. This is it's like round 2, I believe, still. There was Nah, bro. We're recording it. They're sending ours in. It's round 2 because there was a play-in round, so it's technically round 2, round 1, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, but we are about to get started here. No, so Infamous Thieves cheated on both of those matches. Okay, so they cheated on both of those matches. So now that play-in match gets moved forward. It's round 2. Amplify will move forward against Havoc Elite Phantoms later this week. And this will be that will be the last matchup of round 2, and then we head into semifinals. So it's been confusing since that was thrown into the mix, brother. As we head into this Vault Hardpoint map number 1, ladies and gentlemen, lock in, grab a beverage, as we are getting started on the side of Havoc Elite Era and D-Lo. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as you see a usual breakthrough mid here for both teams. You can see number 2, Zernak, already playing up. Nimble gonna be able to get those kills, but Saint collects on some as well. Back and forth as we cut it open. Nimble playing these early rotate, SMG in hand. He knows how to play these angles pretty well. A name that we have usually called out when we talk about teams in the Havoc League, but he gets taken care of pretty easy. Saint collects on 2, though. The time going the way of the side of Havoc Elite Omega. Lurk just holding down this time as Exotics does spot him out, but Nimble there for the trade. I think that was actually Saint, and again, so far so good. Saint absolutely putting on a show here for his team as he starts off pretty hot. Light is Wicked already on the rotates, though, here early. Something that you'll see early and often from this guy. D-Lo already on hill time as well. Teams being mixed around here. Havoc Elite Era looking to apply pressure on this point number 2, a money hill that needs to be broken if you're the side of Omega, but you go 3 dead. This is going to be a hard ask for you to do as we continue into this map number 2. 28-14 is your scoreline right now. Patriot allowed to continue to fry here as he finally does get taken care of. One still on hill. More chowing the back door, and it just doesn't go the way of Omega, but they do get into the time, and they get that last kill as Lurk does start to collect here on some of these kills. He usually, that Hacienda Merchant, as D-Lo looks to try to play a route through this truck. As you can see, the spawns have already flipped if you're the side of Omega. Era and Light is Wicked doing well right now. Zernak not having a great start here. Neither is Nimble. 0-4 and 1-4 to start us off, but it is a tight game with the lead in favor of the side of Havoc Elite Omega as they continue to push out that lead. They're not holding this door here to the vault. And you can see he's going to get one and trade it out as Lurk pops another one here. He does pick up the AR as well as he continues to fry, as Nimble collects on 2 as well. Now, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a team you do not want to have start heating up, and they're doing it so right now. And again, Patriot getting taken care of by Lurk again. He's going to hop into the time. He's got AR, SMG in hand. Everyone challenging from that back ammo position, and he collects on another one as he continues on his 4 streak. Headed back into that P4 side rotation, and it's going to be Zernak collecting on 1 as well. Patriot already here on the rotations. He's going to have an AR chow, and he collects on that one as well. And again, Lurk pops a nasty 2-piece for himself on the back door, and he's going to be able to try to break this hill early. Only one player here for the side of Havoc Elite Era. They got to start holding down these rotations a little bit better. Nimble now allowed to heat up here a little bit more as Lurk does get taken care of. Zernak popping one in that top window position, and Saint gets one. Nimble, Saint gets two. That's going to be 4 dead here for the side of Era. You got to just back up and play your P1 now, I do believe. And again, oh my goodness, Nimble allowed to fry here as Patriot is playing that back route, trying to break through the back door here, but he's going to get red, and he does so. As again, Zernak coming in clutch onto that one. Saint does get the trade out on to the player that killed Lurk there. Not sure who that was. As we head into this next round, you can see the side of Era a little bit slow off the start. D'Lo not having a great map here, 3 and 10. But you see some of the other players already putting in pressure for this P2 side rotation. D'Lo holding down this angle as much as possible. Can he get the kill? He does so. That's going to be a 2 dead here for the side of Era. As their knock now pushes this Hall's position, he does get taken care of by Exotic as well. Young man is continuing to try to hold down these AR angles. Patriot, though, with 3 as he starts 15 and 9 on the second rotation of Hills here. But it is that man Saint again trying to right the wrong. He was on this Era team at one point, decided to pick up onto a different team as Lurk pops one. Can he pop any more, though? He cannot. Patriot gets another 2-piece in the kill feed for himself. We head to a rotation to P2, but the side of Havoc Elite Era holding down the P1 pretty well there. Saint already getting challenged by Light is Wicked into the back of spawn, but he's going to take care of that. Now, no one up for the side of Havoc Elite Era on this P2 side. Patriot trying to do something, but he can't. And the time is going to be going in. Oh my good lord, Nimble tried to throw out a nade and still fries Light is Wicked. And again, some more kills that need to go the way of Era, or they are not going to get a sniff at this P2 Money Hill, and they are just not going to be allowed to put their heads into this one at all. As Saint pops a 3-piece and Nimble pops one as well to push the tally even further out. This is where the side of Omega looks to stomp on the neck of Era, and they are doing so. So far, it is going very well for the side of Havoc Elite Omega. So far, so good. As the door does pop, the time still goes in favor of the side of Era. Omega trying to make these rotations a reality, chain this hill together as D'Lo gonna be on that B control point. Looks to try to channel out this vault, but can he figure out where these players are? 2 around him. He knows these players are around him, but he's got to figure this out. And he cannot find the players holistically as Saint is challenging your midpoint. He gets one onto Patriot. Can he collect any more? He's just going to de-chow from that angle. He knows the middle of the map is going to be watched, but Light gets taken care of as well. Exotic coming back with one onto Nimble. And Saint does finally get taken care of. Patriot there. And again, not a very good start if you're Era, but they are looking to try to bounce back here. A very back and forth as we head into this P3 rotation. Era taking control of the time, but it's an early break again here for the side of Omega. But it's a very back and forth hill as well, as Omega is going to get this last 15. Nimble just dips out of it to control this P4 side. They held this down really well in the last one. Can they do the same thing? Nimble cutting through the middle of the map to try to find these players and the inkling of the push that they're going to have. As Saint does spot out one. Oh my good lord, Saint. As he pops a huge kill there. He knows the back door could be a reality. Light is Wicked, the last player here up, as he is that rotational kind of man. As he looks to try to just save his life in this corner and pop up when he can. And Era looks to try to break off the back of Exotic and D'Lo, and they do so as Light is already controlling the spawns. But a back and forth onto Hill. Still Zernak up top. What can he do to keep this going? Zernak is found out a little bit, but the time still going the way of Omega. Light is Wicked, still in your back door. A man you got to take care of. Saint looking to try to control this. He gets that pistol kill as well.
as it's a 193 to 116 and counting scoreline here for the side of Omega. They need to hold down this P1 very well to try to get as much time as possible. They did get broken early in the last one. Lurk trying to control this front of Lion statue, and he gets one. Can he get any more? The contest does come in. Oh my god! He absolutely snaps on a man, and he gets another one as well. He